In this video, we are going to talk about it is okay to say no. Many of us find it difficult to say no. Why is it hard? Because it is often connected with being nasty or selfish. Saying no indicates that you understand your worth and respect yourself enough to stick up for your convictions. We often feel enormous pressure to perform things we do not want. Frequently, we impose this strain onto ourselves. We consider what we ought to do, what we ought to wish to accomplish, and the expectations of others. These ideas may overwhelm, incapacitate, and leave us feeling conflicted, constrained, and agitated. We forget that saying no is okay. The challenge is to acquire the skills necessary to strike a balance between compassion and civility without giving up our sense of self-worth in the process. No matter what we decide, the river of life continues, and it marches forward. We may either rush through it or go through it with awareness of our surroundings. It would seem that most individuals no longer feel the need to use the word no in today's environment, which is marked by its rapid pace and dependence on coffee. People will look at you with judgmental eyes if you respond negatively, so you can't say no. You can't provide a negative answer since it will most certainly make your coworkers angry. You have a terrible feeling of guilt whenever you turn down someone's request, and you're terrified that no one will like you once they find out. I have a thorough comprehension of your circumstance. Confession time? I used to always say yes since the idea of declining a request paralyzed me. I still feel the same way. To this day, I lament the instances in which I did not stand up for myself while being subjected to inappropriate levels of peer pressure. Let's go real about this situation and face the music. It's going to be tough if we say yes to everyone. It is a selfish act. And it will most certainly have a negative impact on your emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. It's high time, my buddy, that you started using the word no. Say no to people you don't like, events you don't even enjoy, and activities that don't make you a better person in any way, shape, or form. Feel free to say no because Number 1. You don't owe anybody anything. In spite of what most people believe, you are in no way bound to do a certain action for another person. Your employer does pay you to be productive at work and to create effective and efficient returns, but it does not mean that you are required to be at his beck and call each and every second of the working day. Even if you are married to the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, and you love him very much, you are not have to cater to his every whim and fancy. Your parents brought you up and still love you, but that does not mean you should change who you are or what you believe in order to conform to the notions they have about how people should behave. Life is not like a typical day at the workplace, when you are bombarded with responsibilities that serve to divert your attention and make you feel busy. You absolutely have to engage in this energizing and gratifying journey if you want to achieve your goals of being productive and content in life. Number 2. You can never control the opinions of everyone. No matter what you do or say, people will assess you either favorably or unfavorably, and this will happen regardless of what you do or say. Don't let yourself get fired up about such a little issue. You can't let anything like that ruin your day. Stop basing your decision on whether or not you care what other people will think, on whether or not you worry about what other people will say in order to determine whether or not you will say yes or no to anything. The needed effort is not something that is worthwhile. Number 3. You're the only one who can really identify your priorities in life. The decisions you make throughout your life will determine the level of contentment you experience. If you are unsure about anything, the best course of action is to reject it. Say that you don't want anything to do with it if, deep down within your heart, you already know that the notion doesn't really excite you. Say no if it's not actually what you want to do in that situation. No one can advise you on the precise pursuits you need to pursue if you want to lead a life that is joyful and fulfilling for you. You are the only one who can do this task for your own sake. Number 4. You're your number 1 citizen. This truth, which cannot be contested despite the fact that a considerable percentage of individuals choose to disregard it anyhow, is as follows: the decisions you make in your life will have the biggest influence on you as an individual. You're the one who will experience the greatest anxiety if you make a decision to accomplish something but then do not carry it through to completion. If you attend a drunken party that starts at 11 p.m., you are the one who is going to be the one suffering from a severe hangover the following day and dealing with a large number of upset customers. If you say yes to a lifelong commitment that you aren't truly thrilled about, you are the one who will suffer greatly in the long run. No one else is going to be affected by your decision. Number 5. Life moves on. Whether you choose to join in the activities, the flow of life, its movement, and its evolution will continue regardless. If you constantly say yes to the demands that other people make of you, you may spend the rest of your life running, speeding up, and sprinting from one location to another. Or, you may spend your life unwinding, moving at a leisurely pace, and savoring each and every moment because you refuse to participate in hobbies or activities that aren't really essential to you. This would allow you to live your life in a way that allows you to relax. Your choice is entirely up to you. Live the life you've always imagined you could have. Put yourself in charge of your own life. The first thing that has to be done is coming to grips with the idea that turning down an offer is perfectly acceptable. What do you think about the content of this video? Please share your thoughts with us in the comment box that can be found below. Please show your appreciation by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel if you found it entertaining.